From Tampa Bay's #1 news station, this is the Fox 13 4 o'clock news.
Just a day after heavy rain flooded streets from St. Pete to Tampa. What can drivers expect tonight?
And were you one of the many commuters who drove through that high water? The damage signs to look out for in the coming days.
That would be a yes.
Oh my goodness. Yes. I mean, unless you had like a very, very high vehicle, you probably drove through some of it. Good afternoon. I'm Allie Corey in for Chris Cato.
And I'm Linda Hurtado. And after yesterday's rush hour downpour, we know a lot of people are wondering what the weather will be like tonight. So let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Paul Dellegatto. Paul.
It's tough to go day after day after day with exactly the same pattern. We did it 2 days in a row, and that in itself is pretty rare. So today, little subtle changes in the wind flow, more of a south or south-southwest wind flow. So the highest concentration of rain is not around Tampa Bay. There's not a parade of showers approaching from the southeast. Now, there will be additional showers and thunder showers developing, but when they do get going, they should move more north and northeast. There's some rain up in Pasco County. There's some rain up by Brooksville. There's some rain moving into Inverness and Citrus County. Some of the rain up by Brooksville is locally heavy. And then inland, where the rounds of rain last night. So during the day yesterday, the inland areas missed most of the rain, but there was another surge of tropical moisture last night that moved southeast to northwest. Rain near Haines City, and then we slide south. Pretty quiet. Again, there will be additional showers or thunder showers developing. Not a huge cluster of rain around Tampa Bay. That is some good news. We'll talk about that, plus a weather pattern change for the weekend. That's coming up in a few minutes. Stay tuned.
All right, Paul, we'll see you then. Well, you know, city leaders in St. Pete say that last night's rain really overwhelmed its water system, which is only designed to handle 7.5 inches of rain in 24 hours, not the 4 to 5 inches they received in just 1 hour. And this caused streets to turn into rivers. Fortunately, crews have been inspecting the stormwater facilities all week, and they say 75% of them look good at the moment. First responders will also be stationed in areas that experience repeat flooding in case they need to close roads tonight. That is welcome news for people like Courtney Melvin, who got stranded at a gas station for more than an hour yesterday, taking shelter instead of driving through the floodwaters.
I was really scared. I know that we didn't have any hurricane or tropical storm warnings in effect, so I just figured it was a normal thunderstorm that would pass, and it actually was really scary. Like, I told myself that I probably wouldn't go out in the storm again if the roads were going to be hazardous like that.
Well, between 6 p.m. and midnight, St. Pete police responded to 20 accidents and reported 55 stranded cars. As for long-term plans, well, the city says it has poured more than $1 billion into projects to improve the stormwater infrastructure.
Well, people in Tampa are hoping for some relief if this happens again. 2 days in a row, storms flooding streets throughout our city, and from South Tampa to Town and Country to West Tampa and into downtown. Drivers struggling to navigate streets. Which one should they take? Well, this morning, Vic Bidet, the city's mobility director, spoke to City Council about the situation, and he says crews are clearing drainage ditches as fast as they can, but he says some areas received more than 3.5 inches of rain an hour during the last 2 days, and just like St. Pete, Tampa's stormwater system can't drain that much water quickly enough.
That kind